Hey guys, and welcome on back to Decidedly Vanilla. Today is episode 8, and as promised, we are going to be working on building up the good old Skyscraper, our first one of the series. We're going to be working on getting this guy built up today as much as we possibly can. I don't want to be spending the entire day like building and oh, that's a zombie. I thought it was a creeper. But I don't want to be spending the entire day basically building and then coming back and like gathering a bunch of resources and everything. So we're going to see how much we can possibly get done. I'm thinking we're going to do the front and then the left so we can at least get two sides of it done today, because I want to be able to have something to kind of base the rest off of, or at least kind of know how much we're looking at for actual resource usage wise. So I think that'll be a pretty good thing to do, and hopefully we're actually going to be able to get the whole thing done today. I don't know how far this amount of gray basically I think the limiting factor is going to be the gray concrete, but we'll figure it out. We'll get as much done as we possibly can. Anyways, I think we're going to do the first part of this one as a time lapse because, you know, I kind of like the time lapses again. They've been a lot more fun to be doing recently. And for a little while there, I felt like I was doing them way too often. So I kind of held back for a little bit. But I think with this guy, it's the perfect opportunity to do it. So anyways, I will see you guys on the other side of this. Power, and man, it's a pretty long drop down there. Anyways, you guys will have to let me know what you think about this top little section right here, because I kind of changed it up from what we had before, or we didn't really have a top like penthouse style section, and my plan is almost like getting, sorry, my phone is buzzing like crazy. My plan is almost like maybe we could take off this top layer right here and actually like give out this to like a penthouse to somebody here on the server. If you guys think that's a cool idea, I don't know, it could be kind of fun. And we don't need all this cactus, so we could do that. But I'm also going to use the stone slabs as our roofing thing, and it'll make it so that we can just kind of keep it going across, and it'll be somewhat mob proof. So that's pretty awesome. But yeah, I think now I know I said earlier that I didn't want to gather any more resources, but I want to finish this thing up. So I'm going to go do a bunch more resource gathering. I'm going to make another diamond shovel or two and go to town gathering up a bunch more gravel and a bunch more sand to make a lot of this gray concrete and make that stuff all up, and then we'll be back to finish this guy up. Here at the end, we just need some white, we need some gray, and we need maybe some more ice and maybe some more black stained glass. We definitely need more stone slabs, but I'm gonna get to work on gathering all that stuff up. But it's looking pretty freaking fantastic. Before we go, I'm gonna show you guys the view from down here, and it looks pretty awesome. I gotta say, once we get the trees in there and everything, because I still want to do a tree right there, a tree right there, and a tree right there, and I had no idea what I want to do for this bottom part yet. But I think once we get those guys in there, it's actually gonna look pretty freaking fantastic. So, anyways, guys, I'm gonna go do some mining, and I'll be back with you guys probably in a few hours. So I'll see you guys later. Alright guys, welcome back, and we have this skyscraper top all finished up, all the way going around. I went ahead and added in the trees, and then I also finished up the other two sides, and I gotta say, this thing is looking pretty freaking fantastic. I am really happy with this, and I can't wait to do more designs like this. So I know I said I wasn't going to be doing the back or the other side, but I went ahead and did those guys just because it's been a pretty crazy few days for me here. So I figured I had some time and I would do it. Anyways, this back, that's what the back looks like right here. I'll try and get a little higher up so we can see it a little bit better instead of at that weird low down angle. But yeah, so that's the back of the skyscraper. It's just this little green strips right here with some white stained glass, and then a window, and then these dark black windows over there. And I think it really helps bring everything together. On there, it gives a nice little bit of difference, but still bringing it in with a theme. Then over on this side right here, this one, you guys will have to let me know if we should change anything on it. I wanted to have like a more of a bare side compared to the rest, but this is what we got going on. I think it's a cool idea and design for this side right here, but we could change it up and make something more interesting. Maybe some windows every once in a while on that little bit. I don't want to go and add full on decks, but I'm thinking on this guy, this side is a great way. We can add like a lower building attached to the side of it, like a smaller apartment building or something. I think that might be able to be a pretty cool idea that we could use there. But yeah, so you guys will have to let me know on that one. Anyways, it's going to be nighttime, and what I want to do now is actually I went ahead and built an AFK Fisher, and I would love to go and sit at that guy for a little while, just because I got a few other things I need to go do, and we need to start getting some good tools going. So I built this guy. I worked at the AFK Fisher, went through one fishing rod, and managed to fish up 2 fishing rods and be able to make this. So I'm going to sit here for the next bit and do this, and I'll see you guys in an hour or so. So I'll be back in a little while. All right, it's about 3 hours later or so, and this thing has been working overtime. And let's go down and check on a few things that we've got, see if we got anything good in here. So we got Feather Falling 4. We're going to take those and throw those on our boots. We don't have any levels right now. We got Fire Protection. We need to make a bow at some point. There's Power 4 in there, so that's pretty cool. Efficiency 4, Knockback 2, Flame, Power 3, Protection 3, Knockback, Sweeping Edge, blah blah blah. And Sharpness, Protection. Let me go ahead and look through these and see if I can't find anything more useful. So it's our freaking party on the server right now. There's a bunch of people on. I don't think I've ever seen this many on the server at once, so it's really cool hopping on right now. But anyways, guys, I want to show you 2 more awesome things that I managed to get. We managed to pick up a mending for our Silk Touch shovel, as well as a mending on our fortune pick, which is freaking awesome. I'm so excited to start having mending on our gear. We need to start working on getting that on all these things. I do want to still put Feather Falling 4 on our booties, but we don't have enough levels for that. Anyways, guys, so what I want to do now is I have an idea in my head of what I want this base area to look like, at least the front side of it. And for that, I need to go get some dark oak, because I think if we had some wood contrast to the top, I think it'll look pretty cool if this is a darker base compared to the top of the tower. Still sticking with that gray theme. So anyways, let me go ahead and get some dark oak wood and build up the front of this guy, and I'll be back with you guys once I got something to show you and we can work on the other sides of this thing. So luckily over here at Sea Haven, which is basically kind of the town of the server, which looks really freaking awesome, by the way, for what people have going on so far. If you guys have any ideas for shops we should do, hey, there's Germs, that's pretty cool. But if you guys have ideas for shops we should do, you'll have to let me know, because we need to start building something here. But anyways, there's dark oak stuff all over the place here, and I need to go find somewhere where I can chop a tree down and get a few saplings without really disturbing things too much. But it seems like a lot of this is kind of spoken for already, it seems like. So let me go find something, and I'll meet up back with you guys in a bit. Alright guys, so I went ahead and changed the layout here of this guy quite a bit. So it's going to be it's coming out this way quite a bit longer. I want to go ahead and put a nice like white stained glass railing going around it so we can have a little nice area to stand up there. Maybe put some sea lanterns on the floor once we eventually get those to lighten it up. But anyways, I want to show you guys kind of what we got going on in here. So to start, we're going to be using spruce wood to go all the way up across this area right here. So it's pretty much, this strip is just going to go all the way across here. And I want to do this to get some nice wood accents into the area, because I feel like once you're looking at the front of a lot of buildings in downtown, at least where I'm at here in Seattle, there's a lot of wooden accents on the sides of buildings, kind of like trying to get that contemporary look in there. And I think I find it really, really interesting. So pretty much we're going to go ahead and, ooh, we missed a slot. We're going to go ahead and get this guy all in here. And it looks like our cactus farm is actually overflowing. If you look in there in the center, if we can get an angle on it, which I don't think we're going to from up here, it is overflowing quite a bit. So I think we're going to have to deal with that storage issue here soon, because we got more cactus than we could ever really need. And then this guy right here, just to keep things, again, keeping it even, I'm going to go ahead and bring this going all the way across here. And this is going to allow us to create a lot of cool window shapes down in the center. So let me get this stuff in. Let me get a few more outlines in so I'm not just walking through this whole thing with you guys, and I'll be back in just a few. All right, so we have a slight bit of an issue here because I didn't really plan for that stuff being up there. All that dirt, which is kind of holding our farm together, we can replace that with a different material. But my plan was to make that all a window, and this whole strip along here I wanted to be a window as well. Because if you look at this bit, if we can get up here, I don't think... I might be able to do it from this side. But yeah, so it would look very, very cool with a window across there, kind of going on there. And then I wanted to make that a little bit more interesting by, basically I wanted to have a big window here, but I wanted to divide it up a bit so it looks just like there's more interest to it. There's some bit of broken up shape and all that stuff. Trying to, again, get in that modern tone that we've been trying to work with here so much. And we actually do have a lot more black glass in here, so we can go ahead and do that. But over on this side, this is where I want to use the dark oak, where we use that wood accent on the top. I didn't want to double up on the same wood color. I wanted to have a darker one being at the lower area of the farm, or of the structure itself. So we want to go ahead and do this guy right in here. And you can see there's a nice bit of contrast between the two, and I think it looks really awesome. Let me go ahead and try and figure out something to do with this area, and I'll be back with you guys. All right, guys, I'm pretty excited to show this bottom side off to you. I've done quite a bit of work, and I think I'm going to leave this side and the back side pretty plain. I went ahead and just added that little lime green indented strip there, and I thought it looked kind of cool. But this is the front of our build right here. We'll get those chests out of the way here pretty soon. Done a little bit of interior work anyway, so I couldn't really figure out how to make those areas right there, that and that work. So I went ahead and just threw some green concrete behind it. I thought it worked out kind of nice. Over here, we just have some different color strips. Again, going with that color theme we have throughout the build. I didn't want to use a whole lot of white in the bottom just to keep it unique. And on the back, it's literally just a flat wall right now because I don't really know what to do on there, and I figure we're not going to be able to see that very much. So what's really the point? Because if you're flying over, you're going to notice the top sections up there. You're not really going to notice the area back there. We could add something to it later on, but for functionality's sake in the inside, I kind of left it. I went ahead and added this little bit of like a walkway right here, a sidewalk almost, and it looks pretty nice. But yeah, so on the inside, this is what I'm currently working on right now. Go ahead and pick up this cactus. I've been working on moving all of our cactus over into this area and getting a hopper line. We can't really get rid of this guy, sadly, unless we could go ahead and move it up one just into the water. And that could be something we do. Let me go ahead. Yeah, so we do have that one right up there. How many hoppers do we have on us? Okay, so what we're going to do here is we're going to go ahead and do that and that. And we're basically just going to go ahead and bring this guy up here. And right there. Cool. So what I wanted to do, yeah, so that'll actually work out really, really well. Anyways, now to show you guys the rest of what we got going on in here, is we got the water dripping. So we have to put slabs all across this guy. Over here, we have kind of a little front entry to like a hotel lobby or something like that. Thought that was kind of cool. Back in this area, I've been working on I ran out of gray concrete, so I got to fix that. But I've been working on kind of putting in like elevators almost. I thought it'd be kind of cool to have some in here. I do have that extra door in here right there. And I'm gonna go ahead and grab these guys so we can make some stone buttons, because I want to put a button on each side so you can like call the elevator almost. And I think it'll be pretty cool once we can get this working. Again, like I said, I need to go make a little bit more gray concrete. We're literally 2 blocks shy of what we need. So I think we're going to put the button right there, and I'll put the other button right on that guy when I get that thing filled in. But yeah, so I started using some green in here just to get some highlights. We can almost make that whole frame out of green, but I don't really want to. Yeah, so back here we got that. I'm thinking about putting some paintings back up in that guy. Over here, I'm going to go ahead and keep working on this bit just to get those chests all sorted out and everything. But right up here, I would love to be able to get this part fixed. So right there, I want to go ahead and bring him out to here as well. And to do that, we got to place in that guy, and then we got to figure out a way to actually get up here without dropping too much water on our heads. So I'm thinking what we can go ahead and do is something, I think it's that guy right there. Yeah, so it's this guy right here. We want to go ahead and break you and place that guy right there, which means all the cactus is now going to be flowing through this line and going all the way back into this area. Hey, we do have 2 gray concrete on us, so that's, nope, we took those out right there. Those need to go back into that guy. Actually, I guess we're not going to really see that back here, so I would rather have the front of the build finished and the back of the build kind of, it's hidden, so whatever. We took out a green in there too. I'll replace that there in a bit. Do we have any more? We do. Okay, so we can fill in that little gap, and I need to fill in there. And now I'm going to go ahead and work on this, and then I think we're going to finish the episode off. So I'll be back with you guys once I get this whole thing finished up here. Alright, so in order to make this line a little bit cleaner, I threw some stairs up there, and all of our cactus is going to be funneling into these guys here, which is awesome. That should all be hooked up. I'll watch it for a little while to make sure there's not any holdups in it. For the most part, it should just be dropping right down into here. And it's looking like it's doing its job. Is there anything up in there? I don't know. I thought we had a pretty big backup of cactus going on. So I might go ahead and just drop some into like a chest, into one of these guys. Let's go ahead and filter that, all of that cactus in there, just so it's all flowing through. It might be getting held up somewhere up here, maybe? I don't know. Anyways, guys, I gotta figure out a lobby design for the rest of this guy, just some tables and chairs probably. But thank you guys so much for watching. I do hope you have enjoyed our first skyscraper build. I'm extremely happy with how this guy's turned out. And let me know down in the comments below what you guys want to see for other skyscraper designs. If you guys have any recommendations, inspiration ideas, go ahead and tweet those at me. That would be awesome. But I will see you guys in the next episode. Please hit that like button if you did enjoy, subscribe if you loved it, and I will see you guys later on. See ya!